Sweet. Thanks for coming out. I'm trying to do a live stream just to see how it works. Might as well try it. Because I have a YouTube channel where I put a lot of ads of my shorts, but I targeted India and Bangladesh too. And I have like 15,000 subscribers. I mean, they're all over. They're not gonna buy tickets, but I think it helps the algorithm still that I have a lot of subscribers. So I want to see what happens when I live stream.
Recording for YouTube or Instagram?
YouTube. Yeah. That's where I have more of the following. So it's good to shot. I get to see how it looks from there, though, too.
Maybe just try to put once it's done at the clock as well.
Yeah. Well, I'll chop it up and okay, yeah.
Hi, everybody. Can you guys hear me? All right, let's get this party started. Let's see. We have a couple of empty chairs out here, so we're waiting for a couple more people, so don't worry. I want to thank everybody that is here. Thank you so much for coming. You guys look wonderful. Get ready to laugh. I want to thank Atul for providing the comedians, organizing. He's been actually doing the whole when all the comedies that has happened. So tonight we have approximately about 14 comedians performing.
Yeah.
So get ready to laugh. Yes, it's a lot of hard work for him. So thank you, Abdul. Thanks to the staff. So my staff is back there. One of the things that I'm gonna let you guys know that since we're starting now, please go to the bar to place your orders. We're not gonna come around for any waters or anything like that once the show starts. So please go out to the bar to place your order and get anything you need. I also, if you guys are lighthearted, Christian, Buddhist, Hindu, Muslim. All right, well, then if you're Muslim, we have ice up front. No, I'm kidding. We are gonna have some raunchy jokes around here. So if you guys are Christian, Buddhist, any other religion, please do make your way to the front door. Okay? So as soon as you leave, we'll talk about you just like Minnesota stuff. So, okay, get ready to laugh. I'm gonna hear a lot of laughs because again, your laughs gets the comedians to perform. So please do laugh out loud with your belly, okay? We got drinks to help you out. So, all right, give it up here for Abdul, who's gonna be coming out and hosting the next comedian.
All right, let's give it up for Farzana and all you for being here. Oh my gosh, you could have been at home enjoying the weather or watching the Melania documentary on Amazon Prime, but you chose us. We appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. We'll leave the sentimental stuff to the end, but I want to thank you again for coming. I know a lot of you have come to other shows in the past, and Farzana has kind of helped put me in the map as a producer, and it's been great to help so many comedians get a good experience in this venue and a great crowd. But let's bring up our first comedian, Jared Keene, everybody. He's hilarious, trust me. Thank you. Keep it going for Atul, everybody. Keep it going for Vino. And keep it going for you guys for coming out. Yeah. Not gonna have a show if you're not here. It's great to be here. It's great to be here in Arden Hills, is that right? Arden Hills?
Nope, Shoreview.
You guys have like Shoreview, excuse me. Okay, so we hate Arden Hills. Fuck those guys, right? I hate whoever you hate. I have no morals, just tell me who. It is good to be here. I'm not originally from Minnesota, but I've been here for a few years, and I'm starting to explore a bit more of the state. A couple weeks ago, I was in Sabika, Minnesota. Okay, somebody from the one person from Sabika. All right, yeah. No, that makes sense. That makes sense. We looked it up before we went there, and it was a town of like 750 people, I think. 100 people came to this show. 1/7 of the town. Right? There's nothing else to do in a 14-hour radius, so that makes sense. Right? But I didn't know anything about Sabika, so I was reading like the Google reviews of the venue before I went, and I found a couple that I really liked. So during the show, I was just like, hey, by chance, is Tom Nelson in the crowd tonight? The guy in the front row goes, yeah, he's in the back. That's the chief of police. It's like, no shit. I was like, Tom, I'm really glad you're here, because you put on the internet for everyone to read, in my enjoyment, your review of this place, which was that the pizza is good, the drinks are cold, and the pull tab lady is naughty. It's like, all right, Sabika, I was not familiar. A couple of reviews down was a lady that was just like, 1 star. The cheese bread was burnt, hated it. This place sucked. I was like, okay, that's pretty harsh. And then this hero comes in right underneath. It's like 5 stars. All caps. They've never had cheese bread. Small town drama. I love it. It is good to be here. Like I said, I'm not originally from here. I grew up in Oklahoma. Yeah, that's about right. Yeah. Was that a boo? That's alright, that's not the worst. I had a lady in the front row just go, I'm sorry. Okay, it's pretty brutal. But Oklahoma is in the Bible Belt, right on the buckle, right? So I grew up pretty religious. I'm not super religious anymore, but I'm not going to stand up here and bash on it, okay? Because, like, honestly, my church was pretty cool. Alright, my church was pretty cool, but I feel like the thing that made it so cool doesn't make a lot of sense if you didn't grow up going to church. Because, like, what made my church so cool was for communion, we used King's Hawaiian rolls. Okay. That tracks, so we got a couple King's Hawaiian churches in here, okay. If you didn't grow up going to church, that doesn't mean anything to you, right? But if you grew up in one of those wafer cracker churches, you are seething with jealous rage right now. Like, why does his communion get to taste like a potluck? Mine tastes like purgatory and styrofoam. This is bullshit. It kind of makes sense though, because like the South kind of has like a reputation for being a little unhealthy, like unhealthy food. You know, everything's like deep fried, lots of butter, Paula Deen. You know what I'm talking about? So it makes sense that like somebody down there had the wafer cracker and was like, actually, I'm pretty sure the First Testament says that this is supposed to be a Cinnabon. And the blood of Christ is a crisp 44-ounce Diet Coke. I don't know. It was borderline scandalous. The Southern Baptists were just like, that bread ain't right. King's Hawaiian. King is from Bethlehem. I'm trying to think of what the equivalents are for other religions. I feel like maybe for Hanukkah, if your menorah used glow sticks, sort of in the ballpark. Or for Ramadan, if you break your fasting with birthday cake and cocaine. Sort of on the same level. I'm trying to lay off the birthday cake and cocaine recently, myself. Trying to get a little healthier. No one else? You guys are birthday cake and cocaine crowd. All right. Yeah. No, but I was trying to get a little bit healthier because I was not in the best health. And I know that because I went to the pharmacy. I did one of those blood pressure cuffs. You know what I'm talking about? And I won. Yeah, high score. Got to enter my initials. It told me my blood type. It just said thick. So I went to the doctor and he had me do some blood work. And a couple weeks later, I get the results in the mail and it's this huge packet. Right? It's this huge packet. It's like, actually, everything is wrong. Your blood pressure is high, your cholesterol is high, your kidneys unionized. They're on strike. But on the last page, it said, here are the things you can do to help. Colon. Now, I went to school to be an English teacher. Does anyone remember one use of a colon? No? Okay, list. Hell yeah. I was like, I didn't think anyone was just going to say it in the birthday cake and cocaine crowd, but you guys got me. Hell yeah. List, right? Oxford comma, not going to cut it. Big list, okay? I know this. I'm prepared, okay? So I know they're going to tell me everything that's wrong with my life. Here are the things you can do to help. Colon. Lose weight. period. Lose weight, period. I didn't have health insurance at the time. I paid $300 for them to tell me what an 8-year-old who hasn't developed empathy could have told me for free. Fat. It did. It said, okay, here's some things you can do. You can make some changes to your diet, right? Add more of these. Fruits, veggies, whole grains. Take out some of these Kings of Wine books. I'm gonna do one more and then I'll get out of here, guys. You guys have been a great crowd. This is gonna be a great show. This year my goals, I know we're like almost into April here, but my New Year's resolutions I think are still going all right. Actually, they're going terrible, but you know, trying to be optimistic. I want to get super buff. That's the goal. But like, I don't mean like get in shape. I mean like gross, swole, right? Like prime Arnold Schwarzenegger, but if you cut him off at the knees. Are you picturing it? I'm not gonna work at it. I'm gonna use steroids. Okay? Ass like a pincushion. I don't care. The other thing is I want to get some more tattoos. Okay? I want to get some more tattoos because the goal is that I would like to look like a bouncer at a Build-A-Bear workshop. Okay, you guys, that's my time. Thank you so much. Keep going for your tool. All right, let's give it up for Jared again. I am not going to tell any jokes that would be funny between comics because we don't have time. So let's give it up for Dave Gus coming to the stage.
Oh, sorry. That's just my natural reaction when they say, "It's here for you being out here tonight." So I'm not going to start with the joke that I do with this. Because he handed me the mic directly. Sabotaging the set already. That's okay. I also should acknowledge, right, that I wasn't still prepared because I'm wearing my nipple shirt today. And I mean, if you like it enough, I guess I should wear my circumcision pants. I want to start with that joke, so I actually took the shirt off that I was wearing just to do that because I have my tuba ladies here tonight. And yeah, I mean, it's not like sexy Zumba or whatever. I mean, actually it is. But I just didn't know how new I should go. So since they're here, going over my, let's do it. So I didn't get into stand-up until I was in my 40s. Before that, I was happy. And people wonder, how do you get into stand-up? And what I can tell from most of the greats, it's dramatic childhood. Yeah. And luckily for me, that's true too. My dramatic childhood started when I was 40 with the birth of my first child. I presume I'm going to be a phenomenal comic though, because I went through 3 traumatic childhoods. Traumatic, meaning not for them. Well, maybe they could be better comics. Work on that. I could be a better comic. I don't know. I do feel like it's helpful to have somebody to look up to, and so I'm thankful for a TV dad that I can look up to. And frankly, the guy I'm seriously impressed with is Dexter's dad. I probably should have told you some stories about before I actually threw them under the bus, because now I'm just throwing myself under the bus. I realized I have 3 girls, 14, 15, and 16. Yeah, I definitely do regret naming them that. And I'm getting, so some comics do a lot of self-deprecating jokes, but not me, I suck at it. I'm getting better at it, though. I'm good at the self-deprecating part. This is making a joke I'm working on, but you guys can put up with it. The kids, though, also seem to try and help me in another way. When I was 14, was 10, actually 8. She comes up to me on the couch and she's like, "Dad, I just really want to connect." I'm like, "You have Wi-Fi?" And I honestly to this day don't know if she was just writing material for me or if she really just want to hurt me. So they have a pet turtle, kids, and like that's just I don't understand it, because turtles are ugly, and just unemotional and slow. I wish they didn't call it dad. I don't know, being a parent, you feel like a hypocrite sometimes. And this is a story I've never told anywhere, frankly. So hopefully it's a little funny. But I went to Target in a neighborhood that, let's just say, was a little sketchy. And we got back to the car, and I saw my daughter had left her cell phone sitting on the front seat. Everybody could see it, and I'm like, that is not okay, because somebody would break the window and just steal your phone. But okay, fine, this time it's okay because they wouldn't have to break the window because the car was unlocked and running. So yeah, that is the kind of dad I am. I know as soon as I'm telling them what they did wrong, I did something worse. But so in case I forget, I've got merch to sell in the back, so if anybody wants, I'll just be back there with Avon, Herbalife, Amway, just if you haven't started selling it yourself. So I always wanted a trophy wife. Now I'm thinking I'll settle for a participation girlfriend. So when I was at the hospital with my oldest, 16, I overheard this guy. He says, I blew up my back. And the other guy goes, how did you do that? And he says, well, let me put it this way. I'm 36, my girlfriend's 20. What do you think I did? Moved her into the dorms. I'm supposed to have a masturbation joke, but I don't have one, so I'm going to go in the back and work on that.
Let's give it up for Veritas, everybody. I do want to mention most of the comics tonight have performed here before, so they're alumni, but we have some new ones sprinkled in. So the next one did perform here at our Unusual Suspects show. He's definitely one of those, and so am I. But let's give it up for Whitney Haverstock.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for taking me alive. Thank you. I'm going to fight my heart. Anyway, give it up for the last comedian. Yeah, it takes all kinds of people to be a comedian, and he and I are the childhood trauma. So, yes, my name is Whitney. That's the first name my mom did. Whitney. I miss the jokes. People are a little too careful now. I had a friend ask me, you taking the hormones? I'm keeping it. I don't know. It's different now. So, yes, I see lovely, wealthy people. Very nice. I like it. Brings me back. I grew up on the mean streets of Edina. Yeah. You're aware. Yeah. Our hockey team was the Hornets. Should have been the Wasps. Anyway. I haven't tried that one before. So yes, people say I'm like a rich guy who lost all his money. That's true. That's true. In my basement, I got a therapy dog. Sharpie dog. You guys got dogs? You guys want dogs? Better. Every single one of you. Okay. And I cannot wait. It's nice out to take him rollerblading. Yeah, the issue is he sucks at it. Yeah, no, he keeps hitting garbage cans and stuff. I'm like, use the brakes, boy. We're engaging. All right, you guys like political jokes? You guys want one? Yeah. Okay. Say what you want about Donald Trump. No, really, I don't care. No, no, okay.
Chicken.
What's better than a blowjob? Not much, blowjob. All right. Well, cheers. Cheers, guys. Yeah. Yes. All right. They say say comedy's best medicine, I think it might be alcohol, guys. Andrew Perkins, like a good crowd for Perkins joke. You got a nice house, you got a mom? A mom likes wine? Wine and cool. Okay, so, my name's Whitney, as I mentioned. I guess what I do is I go around and I raise awareness for my people. It's just never on purpose. It's just never intentional. Couple minutes on the left, right, I keep getting that guy. He got a new car last night. You changed your hair again. Lift your eyes. Okay. Yeah. Too much for good. Get it? Mohammed. He keeps over my house. New cars. Get it? All right. Okay. Well, so yes, I'm not the kind of crazy.
Speak up.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I should also not murder maybe like Buffalo Bill. Right? It's okay. I'm aware. I have a speech impediment. Working on it. So yeah, what's it like? Help me. That's okay. That's fair. That's fair. It's not my best work, man. That's all right. So I was going to talk about my therapy dogs. All right, great. Thank you. So my therapy dog, and you guys know how some dogs can like wake you up from that. Here's what's okay, for just about cancer. Okay. Well, mine, and I didn't know that to do this, he reminds me when I forgot my second. I think he does it in the most like fear you voice. You forgot you're mad. You guys have fun with it. How much time do I have?
We have a minute.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, well, since I moved from a nice neighborhood into my current neighborhood, there's an adjustment. You see. I went to the store, Target, to buy wife beaters. I know, I got used to the terms. I'm like, and so he asked the guy, I said, you guys have any? Then he goes, just Carl. I was talking to a friend earlier about who would be neat to meet, like celebrity-wise, and he's like, what would be neat to meet is Jack Nicholson. And I thought for a second, I was like, really? Sorry, this is brand new. I just thought it would be like, I wet my diaper. He's 90, guys. Jack Nicholson is 90 years old now. I've soiled myself. It just wouldn't be as fun. It wouldn't be. The nurse stole my pills. No, Jack Nicholson. Gosh, I'm having fun. This is fun. For me. Thank you. Yes. Oh gosh, how much fun did you? Oh, well, that's nice. It is a lot of fun. I thought you said how much fun, and I had an answer. Just say I'm having more fun than Bill Clinton hiding at the bottom of a Chuck E. Cheese ball pit. Well, he was on the plane several times. He said, "Hey, I love your plane, man. It's true. It's true. Can't wait to get your island. That scene is beautiful." That's our elected officials, guys. They're all doing it. I voted for Biden, and I showed my mom this video. Like, this is the guy we're voting for. He's like, this other guy. I can't lose my benefits. Do you guys pay taxes? Thank you. I need it. All right. I got an arms worker. I got a therapist. I'm crawling out of the thing. I'm good. Okay. Well, who cares about that? Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day.
Sorry, I have to get like a microphone to kick people off. But let's give it up for Whitney Haverstock again. All right, so your next comic, he is not an alumni. Basically, he's a funny guy. Let's give it up for Sam Hendrick. Hendrick. With the D, yeah.
Please speaking to the microphone.
Loud and loud.
Got it. What's going on, guys? Sure, man. I brought this not to freak a tool out, man. This is my first set and it's probably not great advertising because I hear this business is kind of not doing that hot. This is my first set with being sober. I'm going to try it sober, so we'll see how this goes, okay? Thank you. I don't know if I'm anemic, introverted, or just sad because I just get tired all the time. You guys have that problem? Yeah. I think I'm introverted. Have you ever been so introverted that you're listening to 99.5, right, the classical radio station, and you're jamming to some Chopin, right? And then the DJ comes on, and you're like, whoa, chill, man. Let me have my time. I forgot my fidget spinner, but you probably wonder why I do this when I have so much anxiety. I had an anxiety attack the other day, and one of the cops was like, do you know when that comes on? I'm like, unfortunately, no. So I'm trying this out, that maybe it is the alcohol, but I'm trying it out. This is nice. Maybe this will work as a fidget spinner. This is also nice. I went to University of Northwestern. Any Northwestern people? We're Bethel Royals. Yeah, I got a master's in theology and at Northwestern, and then smartly after that, I became a nihilist. I say 99% nihilist, which is the best kind of nihilist, right? The 1%'s for when my kids smile, when my wife smiles, and when I see a bunny frolic arbitrarily across the lawn. Then it makes me want to feel something, yeah. Most of the time it's a nihilist. Nihilist, if you don't know, because someone said, what the fuck is that? It just means you believe in nothing. And it's really hard to not believe in nothing, but I almost got there. So don't make me believe in anything, short view. More like score view, ladies. Oh my goodness. I kept the door open for one of you. Looking good, man. What's going on too, Murderapolis? I know we're in short view, but what's going on? Been getting murdered lately? If Satan hasn't been here in the last couple of months, Satan definitely doesn't exist, right? Speaking of murder, there was this hippie girl comic, she was hilarious, and she's like, because of what's just happened, I'm thinking about getting a gun. And I'm like, God damn it, now I have to get a gun, because this girl is going to shoot me. Speaking of shootings, I took my son to a snowboarding club the other day. I was going 610 going west, I think. And I passed in Champlin. Maybe some of you guys have visited there. It's called Range USA, right? Right off the highway. And I love the alliteration. Whoever did the marketing there, chef's kiss. So it goes, Range USA, it goes range, great. Started well. Retail, great, I can buy a t-shirt. PCP, what the fuck, man? We were doing so well, man. PCP, I had to look that shit up. I guess that means pneumatic air rifle. That's too bad. Could you imagine a gun range with people on Angel's Dust? That would be the shit, man. I know that I've been trying a lot of face products lately, and I know no matter what I use or put on, I'm starting to look like Yoko Ono's doppelganger. I know. Every holiday season, I try to finish that Get Back documentary, and you guys know that, the Beatles? They should really just call that the Yoko Show, right? Because that's all we're watching for, right? Is what the fuck is Yoko going to do? You're just looking for the weird stare between her and Paul McCartney. I'm a big Beatles fan, though. I don't think I got beaten as much as Yoko by John Lennon. I definitely didn't beat off John Lennon as much as Yoko, but I've definitely beaten off to his music a lot more. If you don't know what I mean, get educated. Anyway, what else is going on in my life? My wife just destroyed my Jackson Pollock reprint. That was awesome. And just to get back to her, I put it back up and just called it my own art now. And I wouldn't recommend that. She tore it back down. And she even made it more beautiful in abstract. I put it back up and she didn't love that either. Don't do that. It's in the recycle now. It's going out tomorrow. Tomorrow's my recycle day. But anyway, I love the fuck you fights between spouses too. She's like so good. She's Hmong, so she's spicy. She's like, fuck you, and I'm like, fuck you, and she's like, fuck you, and then she's like, I'm gonna fuck your brains out, and then I'm like, I'd like to see you try. I love those sites, man. I love going to San Diego too. I'm a Navy vet, and I'm slowly trying to get to San Diego because I deal with seasonal affective disorder, right? Anyone else? Depression? Woo! Depression! Let's feel this up again. Oh, this is more fun. Depression, man. The great thing about depression is like when the winter hit again and you had to snowplow and shovel again. I told my wife, if we just get depressed and we wait till Friday, I won't have to do any work. And that's what we did. No work at all. Anyway, I'll end with this, something a little lighter. Heights Bakery just shut down, right? Heights Bakery, any fans? RIP. Really good glazed donuts, right? And I loved on their socials, they were like, we did not shut down because of Krispy Kreme. We shut down because we were short-staffed and we couldn't keep up. And that told me everything I needed to know about Heights Bakery. That place fucking shut down because of Krispy Kreme, guys. And you're short-staffed because they all went to Krispy Kreme. Thanks, guys.
Baton thing. Oh no! Let's give it up for Sam, everybody. Good for showing in that show here. All right. So next we have another visitor who's never performed here. Ahmed Meyer coming to the stage. Let's give it over.
What's up, guys? How's it going? It's great to be here. My mom recently just figured out how to use Temu. Yeah, she's been ordering a bunch of stuff, and as a good son, I decided to download it to make sure she's not getting scammed. And I quickly figured out she was getting scammed. Because they got my ass too. So if anybody here wants to buy a 1/4 size blender, let me know. I'll be selling it outside. I was in ESL class growing up, English secondary language class. It's pretty weird because I was born here. I don't know why they put me in this class. I think they saw Ahmed and they were like, yeah, throw him in there. Can't speak English for sure. I got to the class, it was me and 4 Mexican kids. And it was nice. And by the end of the year, I learned so much Spanish. Yeah, in ESL class, they do this thing where they put you through these reading tests. And I was really good at them. So the teacher came up to me, he's like, hey, you're reading really fast. I was like, yeah, I was born here. He's like, well, you no longer need to be in ESL class. You're autistic. We're putting you in special ed. So. It's crazy. I mean, growing up bilingual is nice. I really enjoyed it. One thing I don't like is people who are bilingual who just want to rub it in your face all the time.
I'll take
You know,
a
these kind
Coke,
of
but
people
I might not
just
get the
flexing
pizza.
being bilingual and shit. Like, I have a buddy,
but
he's
I ordered
Arab.
a pizza and
He's the
that's
whitest
It's
Arab
gonna come out.
ever.
It's
Okay.
He doesn't
gonna
even
back
speak
up 'cause
Arabic.
everybody ordered at
And he
once.
just does this thing. He's like,
That's fine.
yo, bro, what's up, dude? I
Regular
just got
Coke.
done skating.
Sounds
And
good.
yeah, I think I'm gonna go get some
What's the
shawarma.
last name on the card? What's the last name on the card?
I'm like, dude, just say
Clook is
shawarma. man.
K-L-E-R-T-A-N.
It's a hard word.
I don't mean to complain.
He's like, yo, after that, I think I'm gonna go get some
Got
hummus.
backed up.
What if you forgot about it?
Bro,
No,
say hummus. You drive a Subaru. And you work at Cabela's. That's like the whitest 2 things you can do at once. I got a Mexican buddy, he's very similar to him, and he went on a trip with his family to Mexico. And he's like, yo man, dude, it was so sick, man. I was in Mexico. And I was like, cool. He's like, yeah, man, I was hanging out with my tia. I was like, bro, you went to an all-inclusive resort in Cancun. You did not go to Mexico. Come on, man. Anyways, just a thought. I really don't like it when people tell me to take it easy. Like, not in like in a conversational way where you're like, yeah, see you later. And they're like, yeah, take it easy. Like, what do you mean take it easy? You're telling me what to take? You take it easy, buddy. Fuck. It immediately turns into beef right away. I'm like, dude, fucking take it hard. How about that? People tell me at the end of a conversation, have a good day. I hate that one the most. What do you tell me to have? you fucking have a bad day. Just some thoughts, new thoughts. I traveled to Japan, and it was really cool. It was a great time. The people there are very nice, they're kind, and they're hardworking, and they drink a lot. And they pass out in the street after they drink, and nobody does anything. Nobody robs them, nobody fucks with them, people actually leave water right next to them. It's amazing. I stole so many phones in Japan. You guys want to meet me out back, you can buy a 1/4 size blender and an Android cell phone. It's an S20, I hope it's still worth something. The toilet seats in Japan are weird. I remember walking in the toilet opened up by itself. And I sat down and it was warm, so I got up and it was like somebody was shitting here right before me. And then I go back down, I sit down, I do my business, and I look down and there's these row of buttons you can press, and I press a button and water starts shooting up my butt. And I was like, okay, this is nice, let's see, and I waited until I thought I was clean. So I pressed the button again, just got way stronger. And now I'm looking down, I'm just like, fuck. I was like, all right, 5 more minutes. Just 5 more minutes. And then I've had enough, and I look back down, and I'm like, all right, surely it's gonna stop if I press the same button. I press the same button, it's like, so I'm like, all right, 10 more minutes, 10 more minutes. And now I'm freaking out, I'm pressing every single button there that I can, and music started playing. And then I came. Very much. Turns out music makes it way easier for me. It's like a Vegas light show, squirt show going down there. Yeah, that thing wasn't the only thing squirting. My butt was. Do I have time still? Alright. Thank you guys so much. My name's Thomas. Alright, let's give it up for Ahmed. I think just moved back to the area, so hopefully we'll see him more anytime soon. Alright, you guys ready for your next comedian? He is like the best well-dressed comic here tonight. Let's give it up for Kurt Laux, everybody.
Tool. Keep it going for a Tool. Come on, we're putting this together. All right. It's been a tough week so far. Found out my little sister is engaged to marry an ex-con. That's not good, you know? He could do so much better than my sister. Oh, you guys know my sister, huh? See how disappointed we are. My brother and his wife recently celebrated their 13th wedding anniversary, which is the linen anniversary. So for a gift, I dropped off my laundry at their place. That was about 5 months ago. I haven't even gotten so much as a thank you, let alone my laundry bag. Oh, but 2025 was a great year, wasn't it? That's the year. That's the year, against all odds. Amazon owner Jeff Bezos found love again, folks. That's right. He got married and spent $60 million on the wedding. Folks, I have a $60 medical bill that's on a 5-year payment plan. Okay? But how would you like to be at the gift opening the next day when they're trying to act surprised and appreciative for the gifts? Oh, really? Thanks, Uncle Mike. Wow, you didn't have to. $25 Amazon gift card. We're gonna really put that to use. Get something we normally wouldn't be able to afford. That's it. That's really great. I was in Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah.
I was doing shows, and on the way to the show, this homeless guy runs up to me and says, "Hey, do you have any money?" I said, "Sir, I'm a comedian." "Oh, I'm sorry." And he handed me 38 cents, a lint-flavored Mentos, and a questionable syringe, and the transaction was closed. I've always been very motivated, though. I moved away from my parents' home the very same day that I graduated from high school. That's right. There I was, 31 years old, on my own. Actually, I was 34. But 36, and that's twice as good as 18, so let's feel good about that. Yeah. If anybody needs a job, the convenience store in my neighborhood is looking for an assistant manager. And then on their big board in the parking lot advertising the job, and their abbreviation for assistant, they forgot to put a T at the end. Now hiring ass manager. Now you've opened up the position to a whole new group of candidates now, haven't you? Well, I went in there to apply. Said, look, I don't have any management experience, however, I got quite a body of work as an ass. And I got some big ideas for those hot dog rollers. I'm very offended by the hot dog roller crack. Like, don't make fun of the roller, okay? I'm from Arden Hills, we don't do that. I'm from Roseville, it's okay, it's okay. So, yeah, the power of Roseville. So good career news though. I had a great audition, and I found out today that I'm gonna be on an up and coming episode of Naked and Afraid at Walmart is where that one's gonna be. And yeah, it's a spinoff of the original. And wait till you see the action going down in LA. It's the kumquats are really. So because I just have to, I'm gonna do a colonoscopy. Thank you. And I'm gonna do the whole procedure online. And I'm going to use the computer at the library. So that way, if there's a problem, there's a librarian there to lend a hand. And I have a library card, so they don't have credit to pay, so that's good. They're probably going to have to throw the mouse out. That's, oh, man. We're into spring now. It's nice and warm out. I like Christmas though. Every Christmas I have a method for sending out Christmas cards. I see who sends me one, as I get it in the mail, and then I fire one back to them. Folks, I haven't had to buy Christmas cards in 9 years. That's going so well. Actually, it's been 17. Okay, never have I. Okay, just a couple more things. I'll just do like 2 more things. Okay. So my girlfriend got really healthy, you know. She did one of those detox cleanses, you know, to remove all the toxins from her system. She broke up with me. All systems clear. She's free flowing and rocking down the highway. All right, one more thing. I'll just do one more thing. I did join the dating service Match.com. That's right. I got in their big deal. If you don't find somebody in the first 6 months, Match.com will give you the next 6 months free. Folks, it's going so well, I just got my 10-year pin from Match.com. Match.com user hot action Kurt. That's hot cheese for the ladies in Wisconsin. All right, thank you guys. Enjoy the rest of the show. This is really hard to get back in the mic. I just am telling you. Oh, there we go.
Cleveland rocks, everybody, just so you know. And Kurt knows that. All right, let's give it up for Kurt. Okay, so our next comedian was in our Nerdy Humor Nights. Let's give it up for Elizabeth Celine, everybody. I'll just hand it off.
Hey, you guys. Hello. I'm really excited to be here tonight. So thank you. It's so nice out, too, which is fun. I shaved a leg today. That's all I had time for, you guys. It's a lot of surface area down there. And I'm going to be honest, I didn't even shave the whole thing. We're just going to wait and see what happens tomorrow. If the weather's nice enough, we'll shave the other one. So it's pretty good. My parents used to ground me from books. Yeah, it was pretty cool. My parents couldn't ground me the normal way. They couldn't be like, Elizabeth Louise, you go to your room. Because that's where my books lived. Yeah, it wasn't a punishment for me because in my room with a pile of books is how I chose to spend my prom night. Instead, my parents had to pluck the Little House on the Prairie out of my hands and be like, Elizabeth Louise, you go play outside. And I was like, no! I hate kinesthetic learning. But I was a nerd, right? I was a little book nerd. I decided to use it as an opportunity to put all that Little House on the Prairie reading to good use. I dug a soddy into the side of the neighbor's hill. Soddy, it's like a hobbit hole for American pioneers. It's a sideways hole. I dug a sideways hole into the neighbor. I was the hero of my siblings that weekend. It was a sweet ass sport. The neighbors were displeased. I think I messed up their plumbing. Oops. Yeah, my parents took out a second mortgage on their house. They bought the land. It was a whole thing. Just let a book girl read. Like that's. I wasn't even trying to teach them a lesson or anything. It just kind of happened. So yeah, nerds are dangerous, I guess. I heard a new dick joke. You guys want me? Yeah. Sweet. So my brother and I were pretty different. I heard that coming out of my mouth. This is not going to be an incest joke. We were pretty different kids. Like I was the kind of weird where like I taught myself the ancient Phoenician alphabet so that I could write my diary in a secret code, which is pretty cool of me, I think. Getting "oh my god" in the back. Yeah, that's about right. My brother was the kind of weird where we would be in church as a family, and my brother would wait for the quietest part of the sermon, and then he would yell, "Penis!" Different kind of weird. But I am kind of a bookish person. I love a good role reversal, so I think it's kind of fun that now my brother, the youth pastor, is the one learning dead languages. And I'm now a stand-up comedian in front of a group of you all yelling, yeah! My chief objective of that joke was to create a situation in which I made a room full of people yell penis at me. It's pretty fun. Thank you. I did eventually, I leveraged my book learning into working at Barnes & Noble for $7.25 an hour. It's always fun to learn what your college degree is worth, right? I think they took one look at me and they were just like, hey, you're a woman with glasses, get in there. So easy to get a job there. They're just like, glasses? Check. Can you read? Yeah, we don't care. We're not a library. I just flashed them a little bit of nerd cleavage. They're like, you're hired. I worked in the children's department quite a bit at the time, because not to brag, but I can pass a background check. It's always fun, like, the number of parents who would come in with their little flock of toddlers. They'd look around, they'd see me there with my nerd cleavage out. They'd be like, ooh, free babysitter. Then they'd go out to Home Goods to shop. Yeah, you're nodding? Like, yeah, that's some nutty parent behavior, right? Like, I always wanted to grab them and be like, hey, before you disappear out to Home Goods, quick thing, I don't know if you're aware, I make $7.25 an hour. It's not a babysitter's wage. Means if some creep walks in here and holds me at dig point, yeah, I'm handing him your baby. No, that's a joke. I would never do that for free. I'm hungry, right? Like I'm auctioning this kid off to the highest bidder. Like this one's got an inhaler, probably can't run that fast. Real top shelf kid, do I hear $15? $15. I don't know why I'm holding my scruff of the neck. $15. Going once, going twice, sold to the guy in the gray sweatpants. No, I didn't. But like if I had, just hop on the loudspeaker, page the parents, be like, someone took your kid, but for $40 I can get him back for you. That's how you work a gig economy, you guys. Sometimes you gotta have that entrepreneurial spirit to survive. Can't not say that in a weird voice because it reminds me of that girl from my high school graduating class who was all over Facebook circa 2015 being like, I'm an entrepreneur. And I'm like, girl, you sell sex toys in a pyramid scheme. It's different. All right, thanks so much, you guys. Clap for yourselves.
Let's give it up again for Elizabeth. Okay, so next we have, I think this is like the most diverse stand-up comedy show in the history of Veritas. And maybe tonight. So our next our next comedian builds on that theme. He's a brother from another mother. Let's give it up for Senthil Rajasekaran.
Cool. Thanks, man. Hey, in Vino, how's it going? Sure of you, how are y'all doing, huh? So, alright, I'm not from here, guys, not from here. I'm from St. Louis Park, so. You guys all know where St. Louis Park is. Let me tell you about St. Louis Park. I've lived there like 20 years, man. I love telling people about St. Louis Park. An awesome place to live. You know how LA has like East Side and you go to Chicago, really proud of South Side. People are really proud of South Side, Chicago, South Side proud. But St. Louis Park is not one of those places. No, it's all just one side. Just one side. Except for this car dealership guy. So this car dealership, it's called West Side Luther. You guys know West Side Luther? West Side Luther, anybody? Okay, yeah. Really proud of the West Side. Very proud of the West Side. It's just the one car salesman in the parking lot just screaming, West Side proud. Buy a car. Buy a Volkswagen. Buy a Volkswagen from me. So that's St. Louis Park for you. So I love Shoreview, man. I'm gonna move here. I don't know where you guys are from, but here's why I'm thinking about moving here. St. Louis Park, you know, I'm lucky to be living there. It's not raining missiles and drones there, right? Some people are living in, like, it's terrible. The world is a terrible place. Some people are living in places where it's raining missiles, drones. So, what would I do if I lived in Dubai? What am I going to do if I lived in Dubai? So, am I going to find a bomb shelter? No, I've learned this trick. I'm going to build a shack by a landfill. That's what I'm going to do. It's safe. Missiles are expensive. Who's going to bomb a landfill? So it's not, this is not, you know, like to make you sad. This is like, I'm helping you out. I'm going to build a shack. Don't fucking build a shack next to my shack though. So I know how to do it. I know how to do it because I used to live in LA. I used to live in LA, so I have some experience. So it works. So that's why, you know, like I thought about Twin Cities, you know, like where's the landfill? Maybe Shoreview. So yes, thank you. Thank you. You guys have a sense of humor. You guys have a sense of humor. You guys are gonna make it. Even, you know, like if there's Armageddon, you guys will live because you guys have a sense of humor and you know to build a shack by the landfill. Okay. So all right, now, okay, so it is about political stuff then. So let's do this then. So I don't have any, man, grocery store, people are kind of like anxious to go to grocery stores, you know. People are, I'm still kind of anxious going to the grocery store because every time I go there, they ask for paperwork. Hey, do you have paperwork? Do you have the cover rewards card? You have the cover rewards card every time. You guys, right? I'm like, no, dude, I don't have a cover rewards card. I'm working on my green card, okay? Priorities, let me explain. I don't want to get a rewards card because what the fuck would happen if I get deported, right? I will be sitting back in Bangalore, staring at the 20,000 rewards points. How many lots of matcha is that? How many lots of other 20,000 rewards points? I'll be staring at this rewards point, you know, give me some. We're sitting back home in Bangalore, and 20,000 rewards points, waiting for Club to open a store in suburban Bangalore. So, is it gonna happen? So, I don't even have the Delta Sky Miles. No Delta Sky Miles for Central. No. Because ICE doesn't put the deportation miles on the Delta Sky Miles. No. Bad policy, right? Bad policy. You with me. Fuck ICE, right? Okay. Thank you so much. This is the fuck ICE kind. I kind of had the sense that this is the fuck I stand crowd. So let's go build a shack by the landfill, you guys. So, all right. So I would have actually, like accumulated double the points, silver medal in the status by now, prestigious silver, because double the points because I would have made all those points on the catch and release, twice the points. So, one more and then I'll be out of here, quick one. So I look like the kind of guy that would know a thing or two about computers, but I fucked up on Teams, so things are moving fast. I think old Central can't keep up, so I think it's the dementia. Teams, I fucked it up because I wanted to represent my skin tone and I chose dark brown, so which is fine. I chose dark brown. Everything was fine, and then 2 weeks later, my co-worker, he's from Sierra Leone in Africa, he also chose dark brown, and now I feel guilty I did something wrong. So I've appropriated something from this man from Africa. I feel guilty. I have this dark brown guilt. I don't know what to do about it. So I can't change it. What if Teams sends a notification to everybody? I can't change to lighter skin, light brown. So definitely a racist. Central, definitely a racist. I'm going to live with this dark brown guilt now, so for the rest of my life. So I think I'm just going to find a new job, start all over, learn something, new Slack, new Teams. I learned something from my previous job, so that's what I'm going to put in my performance review. So, all right, thank you so much, guys, and tell us the show.
All right, let's give it up for Sentinel again, everybody. All right, so our next comedian, he's a good friend of mine. Not that the others aren't friends too, but he's kind of got me into being professional, more professional as a comedian. He's like my comedy mentor and close friend. Let's give it up for KJ, the comedian, everybody.
Hey, can I just get a glass of ice?
So far. It's good to be here. Man, just got back in town today and TSA people coming out of Houston. Y'all heard about that, the lines and stuff like that. And we got the ICE people walking around. I can't understand why the fuck you can't take the money from ICE and give it to TSA. Why they can't do that? It sounds like a simple fix for the stupid ass government. It doesn't make sense to me, man. But anyway, it's good to be here. I got this chance to see some of my friends. I seen my African friend down there. It was interesting because he was still single. JJ, where can I find a beautiful African woman?
KJ, please be louder. Says God.
Let me rewind the joke. Here we go. My African friend asked me where can he find a beautiful woman. I said, Africa. If you ain't found her here, you ain't gonna find her. He's like, oh man, money don't buy you love. I said, but the way you look, money buy your ass more chances at love. He's not the most handsome guy. He probably scared women away on the dates. Anybody in a relationship and married here? We're married. Yeah. Clap if you like it. I'm married, man. My wife, I cannot win an argument in my marriage if my wife is a chef. And even when I win, I still fucking lose. You know, because she won't cook for 2 weeks and I gotta eat sardines out the can for 2 weeks or tuna or makeshift meals. I just give up. I just say, you know what, baby, you was right. You was right. What you cooking tonight? It's hard to find a woman that cook, man. This is my second marriage. And then I got friends and she's starting to ask me about my friends and I can't tell her that all my good friends are beautiful women, you know. because she'll think they're side chicks. And they're not side chicks because I'm not having sex with them. I'm having therapy. I'm asking them questions about how to deal with her ass. You know, I gotta get clues. Any older women in here over 50 or whatever, 40, got menopause. See, I gotta get some techniques for that shit. Because you know what menopause is? It's just a man on pause. And you got to fucking pause where you speak. Because her moves, it change in between hot flashes and shit. You know, in the wintertime, you're in the car, your conversation's going good, then the mood change, and it's 15 below. She's like, I got a hot flash. God damn it, I got a cold flash. Put some drawers on them windows. But yeah, man, it's tough, man. Wish I could have a side chick, man, on the other side of town. Yeah. Every man wants good lady friends, but women, y'all can be selfish. Let a man have a lady friend. Especially if he introduce you to it, right? That's fair, ladies? How can you think that's fair, ladies? Y'all some, they like, hell no, fuck that bitch. Some jealous ass women in here. They're like, fuck that bitch. I want her being friends with my man. Oh my God. I'm a father, I got 5 sons, and one of my sons has schizophrenic paranoia, and yeah, I helped him. I took him to therapy, showed him how to be self-sufficient. He lives in an apartment by himself in downtown Minneapolis. And my son, I love him, and he's normal when he want to ask for some money. You know what I mean? Hey, Pop, I just met this new breezy. Want to take her out on a date? You mind if I borrow some money? I'm going to pay you back when I get paid. I was like, all right, son, what are you excited about her? I loaned him some money, and he said, he said, I'm going to pay you back Friday. Friday rolled around. He ain't paid me back. Saturday, look at you, you wouldn't agree. You already been through this. Saturday rolled around, none. Sunday, none. Monday, I can't take it. I see him. I said, come here, boy. I said, where my money at? He gonna tell me, hey, Pops, let me talk to the voices in my head. I said, God damn it, let me talk to the voice in your head to owe me some goddamn money. Pull that motherfucker forward. The rest of them I don't give a fuck about. I want the one that's gonna dig in his pocket and hand me my money before I get a disability like bipolar, who's gonna kick schizophrenic's ass. That joke is for me and I love it. Thank y'all. Thank y'all so much. My name is KJ.
All right, let's give it up for KJ, everybody. All right, next coming up, she was also part of the Nerdy Humor Night. You'll see why. Just kidding. Let's give it up for Alexa Kuczynski. What do you need?
How you guys doing tonight? That's alright. It's not very enthusiastic. No, it's fine. I don't have the kind of face that inspires clapping, and I know that. Really, I don't have a fun face.
Yay! Everybody
I have the kind of face that reminds people that tax season is upon us, and it's got a couple of weeks here. Is there anything sadder than an unrequited fist bump? Is there? I literally just saw somebody try to they went in for a fist bump, and then the guy just walked right by him, and he went like this. And then 3 people came in, they saw that, and they all gave him little tiny fist bumps. Yeah, sweet. Okay, all right, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to tell a sad story. I didn't know I was gonna do that. Does anybody here ever get compared to like a celebrity? Anybody here get anything like that? No? Nothing? All right. Wait, you? Oh, she's shaking her head. All right. Just so you know, if the answer is no, you don't have to say anything at all. That's how crowd work works. Just 15 people going, no! Yeah. Not at all. I don't get compared to famous people very often, but when I do, it's never favorable. I never get like, nobody's ever like, oh, you look like that leading lady, you know? It's always some weird, obscure character actor whose name they can't even remember. And then they like name the movie and I have to help them and I have to think of the most autistic looking person in the movie. And I'm like, oh, is it the neighbor with the weird collection? Okay. I did get one. I did get one recently that was pretty nice. A woman said that I reminded her of Andy Samberg. I don't know why people laugh at that part, I'll be honest with you. Listen, he's a good looking guy. I'll take it, I would much rather have a straight woman tell me that I look like a hot dude than have a straight woman tell me I look pretty, right? Yeah, that's, but then she knew she kind of fucked up immediately, so she amended the compliment. She said, well, his jawline and his lips. And I was like, all right, cool. Thanks for narrowing that down. I was like, all right, cool. The lower third of Andy Samberg's face. I'll fucking take it. That compliment lost 2/3 of his value immediately. I was like, woo, I'm amazing. I recently got on Zoloft for anxiety. Anybody here with anxiety? You need a little more anxiety, honestly, I think. It's not enough. The room should go silent. We all have it. All right, good deal. I don't know. I don't know if you guys understand if you don't have, I'm trying to describe it to people who don't really have it. Like having chronic anxiety feels a little bit like you always owe somebody money. Does that make sense? No? Okay. All right, cool. I'm glad that didn't reach anybody. My anxiety is spiking right now. I feel like here's the thing is I have anxiety, so every problem that I have feels like an emergency. Like my mind can't differentiate between a small problem and an actual emergency, right? Which is why I fucking hate 911. Because now on top of the actual emergency, I have to worry that everything is just fine and I've called 911, right? Calling 911 as an adult with anxiety is kind of like waking your dad up in the middle of the night to tell him you don't feel well. It's a little bit I don't know what kind of dad you had, but when I would go up to my dad, he'd be like, this better be a fucking emergency, it's 2 a.m. And I'd be like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry for waking you up, I'm 4. I don't know anyone else, it's just, you, Mom, Santa Claus, I called them, by the way, this week. I said, I think I'm having a heart attack, and the 911 dispatch was like, well, you better be having a heart attack, or we'll give you something to have a heart attack about. No, I'm just kidding, he wasn't my dad, he just said normal things. The whole time that I was waiting for the EMTs to arrive, I'm like, oh, I better be fucking dead when they show up, so I'm not in trouble. No, I called them because I thought I was having a heart attack, but I wasn't having any of the typical obvious symptoms. I was having some of those silent symptoms that nobody knows or talks about because they're not written anywhere, because the science hasn't caught up yet. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? I feel like asking for the paramedics to show up at your own apartment feels a little bit like you just called the cops on yourself. I was there and I was like, hey, I'd like to file a report against my own body. Can you bring the cops? And I met them at. Here's the thing is, I was having obviously a panic attack, not a heart attack, and I don't know if you guys know this, but you can have a heart attack if you have a huge panic attack. Did you know that? All right, good. I hope you know that now, and you'll never have a nice panic attack ever again. What do I get the light? Do I have 30 seconds? All right, I have 30 seconds. I don't think I have a 30-second joke. All right, I'm done, you guys. Have a good night.
Give it up again for Alexa. Our next comic, he's also a very funny guy. Let's give it up for Matthew Milligan.
Hi guys, my name is Matthew. I've been
obviously. Both my parents were also gingers, which technically makes me a gingerbread man. Heavy on the ginger, low on the bread. If anyone wants to help out. Also very low on the man. Another thing about me, you can probably tell it just by looking at me. I was a C-section.
Hey, can you hold the mic closer to your mouth?
I can hold the mic closer to my mouth.
Nobody knows you better than us.
Oh, thank you. Like I said, I'm a C-section baby. I got made fun of it a lot in high school, which I thought was kind of weird. But like every year, like on my birthday, other kids wanted to celebrate it with me because they'd say, technically, I was never born. I was removed. You don't celebrate the anniversary of the removal of a tumor. My retort to them was always, oh yeah, well at least I've never touched my mom's vagina. And I still haven't. I never did that, thank you. It's not really something you really do at any other point in your life. It's not really a bucket list item for me. Really, birth is the only acceptable time to do that, right? Whitney, how many times have you touched your mom's vagina? Okay, that's more than one. That's something we know. Well, I think if you live a good, honest life, you should only ever touch your mom's vagina a maximum of one time. And you should only touch your dad's penis 3 times, I think. 3 times. I'll explain it to you. The first time you touch your father's penis is, let's say you're tripping, you're next to your dad, you need something to brace your fall. I think you're allowed to grab on once. I think you're allowed to do that once in your life and never again. The second time you touch your father's penis is on your golden birthday. When your family is giving you your ceremonial golden shower. I think you're allowed to man the hose on that one. And then the last time you touch your father's penis is on the day he retires. It is tradition that you touch your father's penis. I get some weird looks from you guys. You gotta understand, I don't make the rules. My dad does. His father. Sometimes people will notice my red hair. One time in Chipotle, I go to Chipotle a lot because I think it's important to fund Hispanic-run businesses. And the last time I was there, it was kind of a long line. When I got to the front of the line, a guy like 4 people behind me just yells out, "Yo, Ed Sheeran!" So I turn around and I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" And he's like, "What's the deal with your shirt?" It was just like a shirt I still had from high school, so I told him that it's just a shirt from high school. And then it was my turn to order. But then this guy just blurts out, "Yeah, when I was in high school, my girlfriend cheated on me with the orchestra teacher." And I was like, brown rice, black beans, steak, queso, pico. I ordered everything because I did not want to talk to this crazy person. But then at the end of the line, he actually offered to pay for my food. So I did what I thought was polite. I sat down and I ate with him. And we had a nice conversation about all the drugs he used to be on. And then we had a nice conversation about all the drugs he was currently on. And then he told me, he said, I'd never done this before, but when I saw you in line, I knew I had to stop you and say something. It was just the glimmer in your eyes. I couldn't avoid talking to you. And I've always been a very deeply closeted homosexual. I've never been able to talk to this, but I had to make my move. So I took him to the bathroom and I fucked him. Anyway, that was the first time I met Jesse Ventura. Good kisser. I would have voted for him.
guys very much. All right, let's go for Matthew Milligan, everybody. How you guys doing? You look thirsty. So I was told if you want a refill to raise your hand. So let the staff know if Arzana and them are watching. They can come serve. All right, so let's see who we got next. Oh yes. So upcoming next is a comedian who's beyond her experience level. Oh, that's true. Let's give it up for Eleanor Olivia, everybody.
Everybody, my name is Eleanor Olivia, and I've got ADHD. Does anybody else in the audience? Yes! Hell yes! Hell yes! I don't actually have a joke about that. I just like knowing where my people are in the room. But because I have ADHD, I bought myself a little personal timer so that I can keep myself honest. Hey! So I was resistant to taking Adderall for like a long time, but I finally decided that I had to because of multiverse theory. And if you haven't seen any Marvel movie or any science fiction media in the last 20 years, the multiverse theory is that every choice you make creates multiple universes where each choice plays out in a different universe, right? So if for lunch you're thinking about a burger versus the grilled chicken, there's one universe where you eat the burger and you feel gross afterwards, maybe. And then there's the other universe where you eat the grilled chicken and you feel morally superior until you get the salmonella. So, you know, different things play out in different ways. But the thing that you have to remember about multiverse theory is that rejecting an idea is also a choice, okay? So for me, with ADHD, that means that every intrusive thought that I have successfully resisted in this universe, there's some other version of me out there in another reality that went and did the thing. So that means that there's definitely a universe out there where earlier today I just reached out and gave the CVS cashier a little boop right on the nose. There's a universe where I've been collecting my fingernail and toenail clippings since high school because my junior year biology teacher told us that they're made of the same proteins as gelatin. And in that universe, that version of me makes really, really homemade jello shots. There's also a universe where instead of coming up here and trying to tell jokes, I just popped off my top and removed my bra and unfurled my middle-aged bosom like Greenpeace dropping a banner down a smokestack. And like, even though my titties don't start up here these days, they do kind of end down around here. And so then I have to roll them back up, get them back in there. And then there'd be like a little spiral on the side, you know, like a cinnamon roll, or like a snail shell, or like the Milky Way galaxy, because math is weird and beautiful. And so for me, what the Adderall does, why it's important for me to take it, is that it decreases the amount of intrusive thoughts that I have to deal with in the first place, right? So really, it's just responsible interdimensional family planning. It's multiverse birth control. It's cosmic contraception. And yeah, so it's really important that I take it because I can't be birthing new realities all the time, like some kind of like John and Kate plus infinity. And that would do it for me. I'm just gonna do one more quick thing. My day job is I'm a contractor and I work mainly for social justice nonprofits, and my hobby is stand-up comedian, thank you. So y'all know that I'm really good at picking those money-making endeavors. And it's kind of sad because I really like little luxury items all the time, but I have to make do with broke luxury, right? So I'll do things for myself like buy not just one, but 2 tubes of chapstick. So I can use one for my top lip and one for my bottom lip. It just feels a little more expensive that way, you know? I bought myself a cashmere scrunchie, and I wear it on my wrist like a bracelet. And every once in a while, I'll just run it up and down my arm and imagine what a whole cashmere sleeve would feel like. But unfortunately for now, it's still broke luxury. And that is exactly my time. Thank you so much, Fred. Y'all have been great. And thanks so much for hosting O'Toole. Give it up for a great host who put on the show together. O'Toole, thank you.
All right, I've had enough appreciation. Appreciate it. All right, let's give it up for Eleanor Olivia. All right, so now we're gonna like go a little longer because there's time, and then other comics might come up again. So, and Farzana is gonna do a set as well, just so you know. And you guys better be careful because she's gonna do some crowd work, and she's gonna be dirty. She told me she's gonna be dirty, so watch out. All right, let's give it up for our next comedian, Joe the Addict, everybody. He was here at LGBTQ night, which was a great night. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Can I get a hell yeah? Can I get a oh hell yeah? Can I get a oh hell yeah? You're coming home with me today, isn't it? Hi, I'm Joe. I'm an addict. So many alcoholics in this fucking wine bar. I'm fucking sick, dude. Fucking let's relax tonight. Okay. Sorry, I don't know who I am today. No, I'm Joe. I'm an addict. I'm a tranny. I'm a trans dude. I'm a he, him. I'm a little chick to dick bitch. I'm a little tranny, you know what I mean? I'm a little tranny, 2x4, you get it. I'm what the kids call a faggot. So, just a little bit about any gay people here? That was more than the gay show. That scared me a little bit. Okay. Watch my P's and Q's. I won't talk about how much I hate gay people then, fine. No, I'm kidding. I'm a trans dude. I know what I look like. I get it. Okay, I'm trying so hard to grow my mustache. It's not working, dude. But that makes people, they misgender me both on purpose and on accident, which is so cool, you know? But just to make it easier for everybody to get on board, just to make it easier for everybody, I now go by Big Strong Boy. You can call me Big Strong Boy. That's going to be my name from now on, okay? That's my name. That's also my pronouns. It's big, strong, and boy. Sexy little bitch on the weekends. It's not time. It's not time for that. You calm down, okay? No, every time you see me, you just say, hey, big, strong boy. Just like that, okay? Every time you see me, because that's how identifying you have to do. You have to do it with a really sexy body roll every time you say it, too, okay? Every time you see me, you say, hey, big, strong boy. Just like that, okay? Because that's how you have to do it with a really sexy voice because that's how I identify, okay? That's the rules, you have to do it. Those are the rules. I don't make the rules, some white bitch with a cat makes the rules for us, okay? I don't make the rules, okay? But every time you see me, you just give me a big smack on my ass and you say, hey, big strong boy, just like that, okay? Every time you see me, all right? Every time you see me, just give me a big smack on my ass because that is how I identify. And you have to because those are the rules until my people get deported. Where are we going? I'm hoping for Transylvania. I did not know that was a real place till a few days ago. I looked it up. I'm like, there's castles, perfect for the gays. And I'm like, Dracula is daddy. I'll be there. Ice, come here. So sorry, that was too far, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, every time you see me, just give me a big smack of my ass, you pull my hair back, you spit in my mouth, and you say, hey, big strong boy. Just like that, okay? Because you have to. Because those are the rules. Can we practice real quick? Can we get it now? Do you guys get it? You all get it now? All right. Hi, I'm Big Strong Boy. I'm an addict. Woo! No, I'm just kidding. This is not good. Somebody touch my ass, please. I need it.
Chicken!
A little bit about me. I take showers with a shower curtain all the way open. So now you know that. I have a reason. I do, and it's legit, okay? And let me start here. Before I get into it, I now that I'm taking testosterone, sorry, I forgot I'm a man for a second. Now that I'm taking testosterone, I know how hard it is for you cis straight men to just be pumping full of testosterone, okay? And you gays, but we're talking about the straights right now. I know how hard it is for you men to like just be pumped full of testosterone, and I know how hard it is for you guys to not go yell at women. I get it. I get it. I understand how you feel. It's not fair for them to get mad at us boys, okay? But they do. So we can't be out here just objectifying women anymore, okay? It's not the 50s. I wish it was. So what I like to do with all this testosterone, I like to objectify myself. I don't know if you can tell by like the super masculine clothes that I'm wearing right now, but I have like a sick chick bod under here, okay? I have a sick chick bod, okay? So what I like to do, I like to stare at myself in the mirror across when I take a shower, okay? And I like to scrub it. When I say objectifying things to myself, for you women out here, so I don't objectify you, and I say things to myself, and I say, nice tits, bitch. Like that coochie dude. And then I'm like, who's your mama? And I'm like, please don't bring my mom into this. And then I'm like, I'm so sorry, I was just trying to spice things up. Then I have to be like, yeah, no, I know, I get it, I do, but you know I'm more into stepdads. And then I'm like, yeah, okay, let me start over. Who's your stepdad? And then I say, Greg. So the thing about the psych ward is, where my crazy head's at? Where my crazy? Hell yeah, sticky socks, what's up? No, the thing about the psych ward is, every time when you're in there, the doctors, they come up to you multiple times a day and they have to ask you questions. They go, hey, are you seeing or hearing anything that's not real? And I say no, because I know the assignment, I figured it out, you know? One day I went up to my nurse and I said, hey nurse, I'm not doing any of those silly things, but what happens if I said yes? And then she giggled at me and she goes, ha ha ha, you're gonna have to stay here a few more days. And then the demon popped up behind her and was like, shut the fuck up or I'll kill you. I was like, I'm gonna go color now. No, I told that to my new doctor, and they put me on a new schizophrenic med. I was like, fuck you, laughter's the best medicine. She didn't even give me a giggle. That nurse did not give me a giggle. A little too concerned. I think the worst thing about practicing sucking dick on a dildo, so when you forget you can't chew on the real thing. You know what I'm saying, ladies? It's not what they meant by blue chew. No, No, that's my bad. That's my bad. Seriously, that is my bad. I have a court case coming up. Thanks, Greg, you know? My mom's not happy with me right now. You know? No, I really like to, I like to fuck fat guys, and you'll do. You're not fat, I'm just saying. You cheer for me and that turns me on. No, don't you dare. No, I really like fucking fat guys, dude. Dude, fat guys that remind me of those exercise balls with the handles you ride around as a kid. You know what I'm saying? I love riding fat guys. I was on top of this fat guy, dude. I was like riding this fat guy, and then all of a sudden my nostalgia hit me. I was like, dragon test, dragon test. You didn't like that. I can't figure out why. I know I'm neurodivergent by the porn I watch. Hear me out. Hear me out for just a second. I was watching this incredibly terrible gangbang the other day, and they had this woman, and she was at an office, and all the employees were gonna fuck this bitch, you know what I mean? And she was hanging from the ceiling. They were doing all types of nasty, crazy things. They were like kissing on this girl. They were coming all over. They were squishing up napkins and throwing them at her. And I didn't even realize what was happening because I was just jerking off to that single file line that they had going on. I was like, God, this is why they call it a train, you know? So I'm probably autistic. Can I get out one more? Yes. All right. Well, this is maybe just more of it. I was at work the other day. I was at work the other day. I was in a place of employment the other day. I was, yeah, you get it. But I went into the bathroom. I went into the bathroom and I was like super upset because I went in there and just like I looked at the toilet and there was just like a puddle of spunk in the toilet. Just somebody jizzed in the toilet, didn't flush, you know, at work out of all places. And I was like, no, the one day I forget my turkey visitor, no. So I did what any little faggot would do in my position, okay? I scooped it out of the bowl and I started slurping. And I held it there, my gay little cheeks, my gay faggy foo-foo cheeks. Okay, and I just had to hold it there, my cheeks. And I had to waddle all the way to the bathroom. It was a big bathroom, family bathroom, by the way. I had to waddle all the way to the bathroom, and I had to just like sit right then and there and just squat and just lay my eggs right then and there in the bathroom. Just straight out of the cloaca, just, you know? And I turn around and that's how trans people are made. That's gonna be my time. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome.
That's right. Nice job, you did. Let's give it up again for Joey Addick. Oh my gosh, we're gonna shift gears quite a bit here. Let's give it up now for the next comedian, Nate Hood, everybody. Let's keep it going for Joe Addick. Before he came on stage, Joe goes, Nate, I think I'm going to do a clean set. So follow him on social media for the good stuff. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Let's give another round of applause for O'Toole. He does great. Let's give a round of applause for Vino Veritas. I mean, this is an amazing place. The bad news is this place is closing down. But the good news, a barn's gonna get its door back. When they started this place, they were like, what if the Great Gatsby lived in Wyoming? Let's move the door and then just open up the view of the bathrooms. But this is great. O'Toole's like, we're coming out, Nate, you gotta come out to the suburbs. I'm like, all right, that's cool. I'm gonna wear my toughest flannel. And then I blew it with the boat shoes. nobody's gonna take me seriously in Shoreview. And then I learned this was like nicer than where I live, so so much for that. Okay, that was the tough flannel stuff. You guys seem to really love that. My name's Nate. I am a dad, if you couldn't tell from the everything. And sometimes I feel like I'm becoming too much of a dad because I recently got into my friend's Honda Odyssey minivan and immediately said, damn, this is fucking nice. And he goes, please don't swear in front of the children. I think dads that drive minivans, they're the real alphas in society. Because driving a minivan says, I've had sex. Multiple times. You don't buy a minivan, you earn that shit. Don't believe me? Count these car seats. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's right, I'm putting up Honda Odyssey numbers, baby. Sliding open those doors like I'm sliding into my wife's DMs. I think minivans are cool. Unless you don't have kids. I feel like this side of the room drives a minivan and doesn't have kids. We got a woo out of that one. And I'm not gonna ask any further questions. Thank you. I think millennials, we're the first generation that when we hear the phrase, just like mother used to make it, we're like, hard pass. What if I ate out of that dumpster? I don't know about you guys, but I grew up on chicken nuggets and frozen peas. My mom's specialty was whatever was on sale. And I remember as a teen watching a prison documentary, and I was like, that looks pretty good. What is that, slop? Oh, I could use some slop now. But I think my wife genuinely needs to thank my mom, because whatever she makes is amazing in comparison. When I first started dating my wife, she made me salmon and quinoa. And I'm such a caveman, I looked down and I'm like, ah. It's like she invented light. I'm like, ah! She no use 1 can cream corn. And in that moment, I knew my wife. She was like Julia Child to me, but in a woman's body. Some of you were watching TV in the 1970s. I don't blame my mom, I blame the Midwest. Like, we don't have a healthy food culture. We don't have a culture, we have casserole. Tuna noodle casserole with mushrooms. This is how you know God wasn't Lutheran. You know, I don't blame her. I mean, like, Minnesota, like, if you think about it, like, what's our claim to fame? The Juicy Lucy. Ah, congratulations, you invented a cheeseburger that burns your mouth. I just love that napalm that just scorches your face. Isn't that so good? Another banger brought to you from the state that invented Spam. Anybody here love Heggy's Pizza? Do we got any Heggy's people here? Hell yeah. We got some Heggy sexuals over there. A couple grease freaks on this side of the room. I don't think I've had a Heggy's Pizza soda. Anybody? My mouth burns just looking at that. But if you go to Costco and you buy Heggy's Pizza, on the box it'll say, started in a garage. And we can tell. It tastes like a lawnmower is running next to it. But man, a lot of good companies started in garages. And they moved out. It's like, hey man, you want the new iPhone? Meet me in the alley. Yeah, you know, on the instructions when you do get that Costco Heggy's box, it'll have the instructions, the bacon instructions, and it goes, step 1, preheat the oven to 450 degrees. Step 2, drink 4 beers. Step 5, from the roof of your mouth. And it's like, Jesus Christ, Haggies, who do you think you are? A Juicy Lucy? All right, that's the food stuff. I think I should have went with the dirty set a tool.
Yeah, do it now.
Do it now.
Do it now, all right. This is actually more of a story. In 7th grade basketball, during the practice, we were running wind sprints. We were running suicide sprints, which are named after how you feel doing them. And we were running suicide sprints, and right when we stopped, this kid came up behind me, and he goes, he pantses me. But I was wearing boxer shorts, and he got those too. And I'm exposed, Winnie the Pooh style, D to the wind, dick, balls, couple of pubes. And the coach was pissed. He goes, Darnell! Sit on the sidelines, 5 minutes. And I'm like, I'm the one who was exposed. How about I sit on the sidelines and he keeps doing cardio? All right, that was what we call a newie. The premise of the joke was that I was exposed, and 5 minutes on the sideline for exposing a minor in 1998, that was the punishment. And I still had to run wind sprints. It's an injustice in this world, and I got to make it into a joke. So thank you, everyone, for not laughing at it. And we can just bury this one right back here. Florida passed the Don't Say Gay bill that prevents teachers from talking about sexuality in the classroom. I don't know how you guys feel about that one, but I supported it because my middle school sex ed teacher was my mom. If you thought middle school was awkward, my mom taught an entire class on nocturnal emissions. And to make matters worse, she had a sense of humor. During that class, she goes, "Speaking of wet dreams, Nate, your sheets are in the dryer." The whole class died of laughter, and I died of just that. I still have nightmares about that, and they are oh so dry. I think the problem for me, though, is that my mom was a good teacher and students loved her. Kids would come up to me in the hall like, "Hey, loser, today in class, your mom was talking about dicks." And it was very informative. Did you know that fetuses can get erections? I'm like, of course I did. Who do you think was in that ultrasound? Congratulations, you all laughed at the joke about baby boners. Give yourselves a round of applause. How about that? One more a tool. And don't worry, everyone, it is decaf. Do you have any married people here? Okay, that concludes the private portion of the set. My favorite part about marriage is right after the wedding, for your relatives, your husband and march up and ask, "You trying? Are we trying?" It's like the only time in your life where it's socially acceptable for your 65-year-old conservative Catholic aunt to come up and ask, "You hitting that shit? You breaking that back?" That's none of your goddamn business, Mary Ellen. But for your information, we are raw dogging. Hey guys, thank you so much for coming out. I recommend the decaf coffee. Let's keep it going for a tool of the rest of your comments here.
Let's give it up again for Nate Hood. Okay, so our next comedian is new to the space, but she's funny anyway. Let's give it up for Laura Bellini.
Hey guys, how are you tonight? What a fun crowd. I am new to this stage. I'm also new to Minnesota. I've only been here a couple of years. Unfortunately, I am not religious, nor am I an alcoholic, so I have no friends yet. It's been a little hard. I am a recovering hood rat. know what that is? No? I fought bitches and I fucked a lot of dicks. That's what that meant. I was really angry. I had those type of daddy issues growing up that made me a good fuck and a good fuck only, you know? It worked out, you know, I had some fun. I never got myself in too much trouble. My kids have the same daddy, so I feel like I won. You know, it took me a while to realize, like, oh, I should, like, really start taking myself home from the bar. And it took a while, you know, like, it took a while to be like, okay, I can still get drunk and I can still just take myself home and be a good girl. And that's when I realized masturbation's like doing the dishes. Because no matter how good you are at it, it's always nice when somebody else does it for you. It really is. You know, here's the like if you've ever told somebody that you squirted during sex because you didn't want it to stop but you really peed, you might be a fucking hood rat. You know, you just might. No, it was tough there for a while, but I got myself clean. You know, I figured I didn't have a record. I got away with all the dirt I did, and like I said, my kids have the same daddy. I was like, all right, I gotta be good. I have to be a good girl. And then I was telling this joke, and my fiance, he was like, wait a minute, like how many guys have you slept with? Hold on. I was like, I mean, it'd be easier to tell you the names I never caught, like Daryl, that many, babe, that many. And I think he's just upset because like the way he proposed, which I think is so cute, like all the girls are always like, oh my God, how did he propose? Was it beautiful? No, he literally just rolled over one day and was like, well, if you're not gonna fuck me, I might as well make you my wife. That's how like opposite I went. Like I'm like, well, I'm exhausted. I don't want to do it anymore. I just don't. Those days are done. I am 44. I thought I was going through a midlife crisis recently. And my friend in California was like, yeah, you know, I think you might have to be going through a midlife crisis. I'm like, I don't even know what you do in a midlife crisis. I am too broke to buy a Corvette. Like, I don't know what else do people do in a midlife crisis. And she was like, no, you just go back to who you were before you had kids. Because my oldest is 24, my youngest is 21. She's like, it makes sense. You're ready to go back to who you used to be. Bitch, I was a hood rat. I had a baby at 20. Nobody wants me to go back to be, well, my man would probably want me to go back to being a hood rat. It's menopause. I'm going through menopause. That's what it is. Pre-menopause. It's not, you know, it's really fun, because I don't mind it, because I knew it was going to be coming. I'm 44, like, what's next, you know? But, like, I just figured out how to be a girl. And I'm just like, wrinkles and zits. Like, I can pick one. I don't mind having wrinkles. I don't mind having, but like to have them both. And then somebody was like, your libido's gonna go way more. I would hope so with this dry pussy. I would hope the libido's gone. I don't want that. Like, anyways. Oh man, I remember this one time though when I was trying to recover from being a hood rat, and I took myself home from the bar because I was being a good girl. And I used my vibrator. And you know, like, okay, I was putting condoms on dildos just so shit could feel different. All that got me was a weird fetish for like uncircumcised penises. Like, didn't work out. Lots of rubber was wasted. Anyways, and I had a little fun time with myself, and I fall asleep. I wake up in the morning, and I'm like so proud of myself. Like, I had just gotten my first rabbit. Girls, you guys know what a rabbit is. Guys, if you know, good for you. More power to you. Be a good supporter. This guy knows what a rabbit is. Anyways, it's like the holy grail of like dildos. And it was my first one was like $120. I woke up and I felt so proud of myself, and I rolled over and it's not on my nightstand. I'm like, huh? And I looked down over my bed, and my dog is just sitting there like, nobody should have to know what the inside of their dildo looks like, okay? There was just pink pieces of rubber everywhere, just everywhere. And just this little mechanical, like, I don't even, it was like ick. Have you ever been icked by your dildo before? It was like ick. Like, I couldn't look at a rabbit ever again. I was like, I know what you look like inside. This is not natural. This is not helping me. I did move my kids back home. I had 2 years of beautiful empty nester life, and you know, if you break them, you gotta fix them. Brought them back home, which is fine. My youngest is trans. They came out like 7 years ago, which, yeah, you know, it's cool. I didn't mind it, you know, like, granted, I'm from California, I kind of have no option, but I didn't care. I was like, you know what, we're gonna do this together. You know, you wanna be a boy, I get it. I don't ever wanna learn how to clean either, but what are we gonna do about this? But in therapy, I found out that being lazy is actually non-binary, so that was never gonna happen for me. But after that 5th name change, I was like, boy, come on, come here. It's been 2 years and you've gone through 5 names. Like, you will have more dead names in a cemetery. This kid didn't even hesitate and looked me dead in my eye and was like, okay, Mom, your body count can fill a cemetery. You ever been slut-shamed by a trans person before? Like, I was like, what fucking utopia fucking... I woke American dream and I just wake up in. I was like, oh, okay, high five. Good one. All right, I did that. I raised that. That's what I wanted. All right. And I did. I love it. I was like, all right, my equal. Sweet. My oldest, though, she's not my equal. She thinks she is way above me and everything, and kind of rightly so. But I remember this one time she calls me up when she still lived in her situation I had to save her from. But she was like, hey, Mom, have you ever done DMT? I don't know if you should be calling your mom asking them if they've ever done DMT, but why would you want to know? DMT, it's like so great. Anybody done DMT? Okay, cool. It's like, apparently, like, you see aliens and it's like awakening and like you're never the same after it and everything's, and I was just like, but are you still scared of stairs though? All right. Not that great. She was watching, she's into those, like, murder mystery kind of podcasts, the killer podcast. What do you guys call those? It's murder mystery, isn't it? No. True crime! A true crime. Because what, are crimes not true? I never understood that. Like, what? Maybe that's why I can never remember it. And I was like, I could never, ever be that type of person. And she was like, Mom, you are so angry all the time. You could kill somebody. You really could. You could be a psychopath. You could kill. I'm like, but you don't like stalk people and like know about them? Like, that's such pick-me behavior. Like, I could not, no, ew. And she's like, yeah, you could like do it from afar, like be a sniper. And I'm like, that's no fun. Who's that? That's like cleaning, like, okay, I gotta work on that one. Not good. All right, I'll leave you guys on this one. So I am engaged. It's my 3rd engagement. If you don't succeed, try again. Yeah, it's my 3rd engagement, so we'll see. You know, people are always like, when are you gonna get married? I'm like, when the wedding shows up at my house. No, I must really fucking love this one though, because yesterday I was getting ready for work and my toothbrush was wet. Yeah, you already turned your head sideways. Like, yeah, that's what I did. I said, babe, did you use my toothbrush? And he's like, I don't know. Which one's yours? I was like, which one's mine? Which one have you been using? And this son of a bitch said, I don't know. All of them. You guys, my name's Laura Bellini. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you for your time.
I gotta run faster. All right, let's give it up again for Laura Bellini. I'm glad I don't borrow toothbrushes from that family. That's cool. Okay, now I'm gonna like change modes. I'm gonna be a comedian now. All right, so there are some interesting things you should know about me. I look like a cross between John Lovitz and Ray Romano. This is true, which is why I should be a comedian, I think. And my life is based on a true story. That's a nerdy one. My hobbies include jaywalking and breaking stereotypes, which is how I got here, because I couldn't fit in the parking lot. But people always want to know where I'm from. I tell them I'm from the land of One Lake, Cleveland, Ohio. And then they say, well, where are you really from? I say, well, I'm really from a suburb of Cleveland. They don't like that answer. But I was actually born in India, and I came to the US when I was 4 months old. That's when I lost my accent. I can still do one, but I do not use it unless it is absolutely necessary. Like when I want the tech support guys to understand me. That works out pretty well. But you are looking at the only Indian American winter fat tire biking enthusiast in the world.
No! No!
That's me.
There's another one over there.
What?
Yep.
Indian?
Yep. Fat tire right there.
You too? But you're not a comedian yet. Well, there's time later.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, well that's pretty sick. So that's unusual about me, and that kind of threw me off now. Not your fault. Not your fault. Not your fault at all. No, but I moved to Minnesota because I have an affinity for passive-aggressive people. And my favorite color is white. As for the snow and ice, of course. People get uptight about that joke, but I can say that joke because I've done a 100-mile bike ride, and I act like 80% white anyway. But I'm not like a full Minnesotan, you know. I grew up in Cleveland where we're not passive-aggressive, we're active-aggressive. So like if you do something stupid on the road, we'll honk our horn at you. And if we look you in the eye when we insult you, so we're a little different that way. That's true. I always have to adjust to the English here, which is kind of funny. Because in the rest of the country, outside the upper Midwest, we call those buildings you park in parking garages. And here you call them parking ramps, which I don't get. Like, why are you getting in the way of the person trying to get to the next level? But I've gotten used to that. And the worst one is when people say, I'm gonna borrow you $20. Where the hell does that come from? That's the exact opposite of the meaning of borrow. That's something else. Cute, it's really cute. The one that isn't is that kids game we call Duck Duck Goose. And here you call it Duck Duck Gray Duck.
That's a Minnesota.
Well, that's either racist or ageist or both. Nobody seems to care. But I figured out that people in the area are about 20% non-white, 70% white, and 10% whiter. And those are the people who go ice fishing and go to the state fair at least twice a year. Do we have any whiter people in the audience? Was that like a real cough or was that an admission? It's okay to be whiter. I love white people. I wouldn't live here if I didn't. It's so funny how brown people can't make fun of white people, but black people can. You notice that? It's so weird. Whatever. I've had 2.5 beers, so I'm a little more frank than usual, I think. I travel quite a bit, and I realize that the whiter a city is, the better a dancer people there think I am. So in New York City, I'm a beginner. In Minneapolis, I'm advanced. And in Chaska, I'm an instructor. 3 lessons for you guys. Just come on out to Chaska. Which I've been to twice. Let's see what other Minnesota stuff. I think that concludes the Minnesota portion of my set. I like making fun of Minnesotans because they're so cute and nice. Oh yeah, so I was on Instagram the other day and I made a comment about driving and how people in Minnesota don't accelerate fast enough to merge on the highway. Yes, transplants know what I'm talking about, or some Minnesotans, like they do in other states like Ohio, Michigan, and New York. And some guy from Minnesota commented back and said, why don't you move back to Ohio, New York, or Michigan? And I thought, that's refreshing. He didn't tell me to go back to my country. He just wanted me to leave the state. So he's either mildly racist or just a statist. I'm not sure. But no, race stuff's gotten a little weird lately. I have to carry my passport card. Like, why the fuck should I have to carry my passport card? I'm a citizen. I'm just trying not to get denaturalized. So that's why I hang out with white people, so ICE doesn't find me. So thank you, all the white people, for protecting me and for protesting. Like, seriously, that's like amazing. I appreciate that. I'm just, like I said, I don't want to get denaturalized, so I don't protest. Because I wasn't born here, as we established earlier. No, but I think there should be a prejudice policy. If you're against a certain community or group of people, then you don't get the benefit from what they provide, right? Right? Yeah. So if you're against Mexican people, you don't get to eat Mexican food, or any food for that matter, right? And if you don't like Somali people, well then there's no Uber or Lyft for you in the Twin Cities. Get on your bike. And if you don't like Asian guys, well then you shouldn't be using your smartphone or any apps on your phone. And definitely no tech support. Like, that's where I draw the line. Oh, and it's funny how people think you're not American because you're not white, right? And it's like, those are people who say things like, this is America, why don't you speak English? Well, if you want to judge Americanness based on English speaking skills, then if you look at my ACT verbal scores, I'm a hell of a lot more American than those guys. I'm pretty sure. And I know the 3 branches of government too. And the 4th Amendment, and the 1st, and others. I'm just kind of winging it, but whatever. Yeah, so that's my race stuff. I might have had another race joke, but I think I forgot about it. But no, here's the one. So, when we fill out forms, we have to check the box. Like Indian, we have to check the box for Asian or Pacific Islander, which is kind of dumb because Indians deserve our own checkbox. We're different than East Asians like Chinese and Japanese people because we win spelling bees and we suck at the Olympics. It's a true story. Do you want to hear my spelling bee story?
Yeah.
So in 7th grade, I crashed out in the spelling bee because I misspelled the word technique because my dad had a Techniques brand stereo, which spells it ICS instead of IQUES. So that kind of sucked. But I came back in 8th grade and I made it through the districts. I got to the regionals. It was me and like 50 other kids on the stage at a community college in front of 150 people, and had my lucky rabbit's foot. I wasn't vegetarian back then. And a cardboard sign with my name on it. And I was sitting near the front and I just kept spelling words like I was a human dictionary. And before I knew it, it was just me and one other girl from Bay Village, Ohio, which is like a snooty upper middle class suburb versus my middle class suburb of North Homestead. And I got the word kerseymere. Does anybody want to try to spell it? All right, it's a type of fabric like cashmere. So I was confident. I spelled it Curseymere, and I heard the bell. That means I got it wrong. And then it went over to her, and she spelled it correctly, Kerseymere, which is now my least favorite fabric, by the way. And then she got past flower, which is easy, like everybody knows how to spell past flower, right? You know how to spell past flower. All right, well, later. So she won the spelling bee. She got to the nationals, and she won a set of encyclopedias. Remember those, older people in the crowd? I won a TV, which was much better for college, and I didn't have to study anymore, so that was pretty sweet. And she had never been on a plane before, which is interesting. So yeah, that was interesting that I came that close to being in the nationals. And the funny thing is, this was in 1985. I'm aging myself, and that was the first year Indian American kids started winning spelling bees in the U.S. And it could have been me if I didn't play so many video games on my Commodore 64. My mom didn't yell at me enough. So that was interesting. And then they did a little tribute to me at my middle school, and they gave me a plaque that said, Atul Patel, outstanding representation, North Homestead Middle School. They spelled representation wrong. That's a true story. Okay. Well, okay, I'm gonna end this in like, I don't know, 30 seconds, a minute. I'll do a minute. You guys wanna hear jokes about my mom, about etiquette, or dating?
Dating.
I think dating is the consensus.
Mom.
Yeah.
Dating.
So, all right. So, I talked to my psychic the other day, and I found out that my aura is on the spectrum. It's ultraviolet, which is why most women don't see me. That's a nerdy joke, by the way. No, but it's rough dating out there. We don't get the benefit of those acronyms like BBW for Big Beautiful Woman. I think guys should get SHM for Scrawny Handsome Man. I think that's fair. And women get to call themselves strong, independent women. Well, we should be weak, be able to be weak, dependent men. That'd be fair. But I do have some rules for dating. I tend to date older women because I already know what they'll look like when they get older. That's a little controversial. And I like to date divorced women because at least I know somebody wanted to marry them. And it gets worse because alimony helps pay for dates.
Yes.
I'm also a big fan of interracial dating. Nothing wrong with that, right? And I think the big thing is because when I'm intimate with a woman, I'm never reminded of anybody I'm related to. So that's kind of nice. But I'll end with this. These are the jokes where you start hating me, but that's fine, I don't care. So I'm getting older because I'm still alive. Yeah. I have a whole other story about that. I almost didn't make it, but but no, it's true. I had a heart attack, but that's another story. You got to come back and watch me another show. We're having a show at Boludo on April 25th, Boludo downtown Minneapolis. I'll do more stuff there. Yeah, so please come on out. No, so I forgot where I was. Oh yeah, so because I'm getting older, I'm trying to become more of a gentleman. I've given up on casual sex and switched to formal sex instead. I send out invitations on nice paper and fancy envelopes. It's great when 3 women RSVP yes for the same nights. And I'm very polite because I say, thank you, come again, and again. All right, thanks everybody. My name's Atul Patel. All right, let's see, I'm still the host. Who's up next? Olivia? Eleanor? Yeah, why I call you? I had too much beer, sorry. I'm celebrating this fun and sad occasion. So, all right, let's give it up. Losing my edge. Let's get up for Eleanor.
Hey friends, so one of the hallmarks of ADHD is not reading social cues for when you're not wanted in a room anymore, so here I am. One of the other things about me is that I am queer. I'm of the bisexual variety, and yes, hey, queer folks. And, you know, recently the term pansexual was coined to sort of be more inclusive even than bisexual, and I'd love to use that term, but every time I tell someone I'm pansexual, somebody in the room is always like, so you like fucking pans, huh? And I'm just like, well, I do keep my cast irons very well seasoned. I love a cast iron pan. The well-seasoned cast iron pan is very versatile. You can use it on an electric stovetop. You can use it on a gas stovetop. You can use it with a non-binary daddy top. Like, it's really got a lot of variety. If you treat a cast iron pan well, it'll get slick and stay slick for a long time, which I would say is like my ex, but a cast iron pan doesn't ghost me once things start getting serious, you know? In fact, I would say that my longest intimate relationship was with a 1967 Wagnerware pan that I picked up at Savers, you know? really nice, a really heavy one with a smooth, firm bottom. A 12-incher, of course, so really hit all the points I was looking for. You know, when it comes to my sexuality, though, I actually like this older term, omnisexual, more. I just like how, like, inescapable it sounds, you know? Like, omnisexual. Like a Marvel villain who's just out to fuck everybody, you know? Like, boy, girl, trans, cis, non-binary, it doesn't matter. No one is safe. I might be attracted to any of you at any time. I'm just like striking fear into a room like that. And it did take me a while to figure out that I was queer. You have to give me a little bit of, you cut me a little bit of slack because I went through puberty in the 90s, you know? I didn't have the internet. I couldn't find my identity on a convenient Tumblr listicle, you know what I mean? The Encyclopedia Britannica was not forthcoming, and the closest thing I could do on a computer was play Oregon Trail, and let me tell you, hunting beaver did not really translate as well as you might think. And, you know, I really truly believe that, you know, us multisexuals, the folks who can be attracted to all sorts of people are kind of the human default, and it's all of y'all monosexuals that are kind of strange, you know? And yes, I am talking to the straight people, question mark? All right. But also there's those gold star gays and lesbians, you know, it's the same thing. I just think it's so hard to find love, you know? If you had a pile of lottery tickets, why would you get rid of half of them just because they have dicks, you know? It doesn't make sense to me. And, okay, you know, if you've really thought about it, if you've really reflected on yourself, if you've gone to the aisle at Costco where they keep all the genders and had a couple little samples, you know, like a sport dyke in a little plastic cup, or like a kitten femboy on a cocktail napkin, or like you went to the shelf and you picked up the big Kirkland box of non-binary identities that goes all the way from agender to Z and Zer pronouns, and you like really thought about putting it in your cart. You know, all right, you've done some self-reflection. I don't have any beef with that at all. But so many people don't even want to like think about it, and I'm just like, okay, do I have to treat this like broccoli, you know? Do I have to be like, okay, sunshine, 2 more bites of pussy and then you get dessert? Or like, vroom, 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 here comes the airplane, open up that cockpit. But you know, really, it doesn't actually matter to me if you like the gender or not, because in my house, we don't waste good ass. So you better eat up, because I prepped it with my 12-incher. Thanks so much, y'all. And give it up one more time for a tool coming back up here. Thanks for the second shot, y'all.
Are you sick of me yet? Or yeah, I forgot to mention we're giving a few more comics a little extra time. And then Farzana will be closing it out, the moment you've all been waiting for. All right, so next we're going to have Elizabeth Celine up again. Let's give her a hand.
Guys, I've had 3 sips of wine, and I am hammered, so yeah, watch out. Guys, I have a favorite Bible verse. Yeah, it's Psalm 56:1. Do you guys know it? That's the right answer. It's never one of the ones people know, but it's okay, I'll tell you. Psalm 56:1 goes as follows. Be merciful to me, O God, for men hotly pursue me. It's a great freaking Bible verse, you guys. I love that one. My mom taught me whenever I'm feeling any feelings about anything, always turn to scripture. So that's where I turn. I will say men don't always pursue me in the way that I would choose. Like I had a guy come up to me after a show one time and tell me that in his opinion I should really consider doing less talking and more butt stuff. That's a wild piece of feedback to receive. 3 nights later, different place, different guy comes up to me and he's like, you know, you seem like a smart person. You really don't have to do all that butt stuff. Yeah, so I guess moral of the story, I don't know how to please a man. Like, I don't know. I had a guy tell me one time that I look like I crocheted myself a chastity belt. Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this about crochet, but it's a lot of holes. It's not a very effective chest. A lot of fluids. You guys get it. I was raised pretty religious. I was raised so religious that for a hot second in middle school, my period synced with the church communion schedule. You guys familiar with that class? Turns out God is the Alpha. I could always tell when it was coming too, because in the week leading up to it, I'd be filled with this rage. Like I needed to murder a man in his prime to atone for my sins. But then Sunday would come and I'd be washed by the blood of the Lamb. Church deacons would be passing out the communion grape juice. They'd run out and be like, don't even worry about it, I got you. Pull out the diva chalice. Yeah, no, you guys are right. It's yucky. Kishy. Yeah. No, that's fair. But do you know why I tell that joke? Because I spend every night of the week at dive bar open mics listening to dudes tell dick and cum jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah, just evening the playing field.
Yep.
Thank you. It's fun. I live downtown in Minneapolis. Yeah, I like it. It's a lot of fun. I do have a lot of guys give me a lot of feedback, which is interesting. I was walking up to the gay 90s one time, and this guy looks me up and down, and he's like, "Hey, back it up, Frosty!" Yeah, I don't know either, but I love it. No notes. That's how I greet my cat every day now. He's like, meow, give me some too. I'm like, oh my God, Frosty, I'll get to the fridge. I was at the light rail one time. I was on my way to the airport. It was a Saturday morning, and this man approached me and a paper bag in his hand. Inside the paper bag appeared to be a bottle of pink lemonade flavored vodka, which is not a relevant detail to the story, but it's just important to me that you guys know it. He was partying. He was living his best life, and he looks me up and down, and then he goes, "You're so narrow." You guys, I have never felt more like a Vogue model. I asked him to marry me. He said no. Yeah, it was awkward. Then we got to board the train together. And he told me all about his college plans. I helped him fill out the FAFSA. I feel like in the end, we both got what we needed out of that relationship. It was good. And he had cornered me one time downtown. Big guy. He corners me and he's like, "Hey, I have a poem for you." I'm like, whoa, do tell. Guess I'm trapped here. And he goes, "Roses are red, violets are blue. You're so beautiful, don't ever change." Yeah, like the book nerd in here is like trying to explicate this poetry. I'm just like, whoa, dude, that did not rhyme. Then I realized that he's looking at me like he expects me to get down on my knees and like, I don't know, do butt stuff maybe. So I start freaking out immediately. I'm just like, oh my gosh, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And then I realized, wait a second, what am I freaking out about? I've been training for this moment my entire life. I look at this guy and I say to him,
Be merciful to me, oh God! Hotly pursue me.
Yeah, he ran away real fast, you guys. Turns out the Bible does save. So keep that one in your back pocket. Cool. Is that my time or? Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's good.
That's good? Okay, cool. Thanks so much, you guys.
We run a tight ship here. The informality is part of the fun. But thank you guys for sticking around for so long. We got one more comic and then Farzana, all right? So, guess who's coming up again next? It's Matthew Milligan, everybody.
So I have OCD. Does anyone else here have OCD?
Chicken.
Couple, raise your hands. I need to count. This has to be divisible by 3. That's all. I have OCD. OCD is kind of a hard mental illness to explain to people. The best way I've kind of explained is with an analogy. It goes like this. Anxiety, that's something everybody gets. Anxiety is like getting on an airplane and thinking, oh no, what if someone hijacks this airplane? OCD is getting on the airplane and thinking, oh no, what if I hijack this airplane? And then you start freaking out because you don't know how to hijack an airplane. You don't even know how to fly one. How are you going to do this? So you just strap yourself in, making sure you physically cannot hijack the airplane. And then the plane lands. And you're like, thank God. That was a close one. I almost hijacked that airplane. I work with dogs. I work at a doggy daycare. It's my day job. I like it a lot. You know, it's a safe place to fart. I appreciate it. Does anyone have a dog here?
Yeah.
Yeah? What kind of dog do you have? Lab. A lab? Pretty classic. Labs are pretty cool. I like the big dogs. Is your lab big? No? Little one? Whatever. Is giant? That's great. I like the big dog. I like Great Danes, you know? Like I like a dog that's gonna give me a concussion. You know? I want a dog that's gonna prepare me for a car accident. That's what I'm looking for in a companion. I don't really like the little ones as much. I mean, the little ones are fine. I don't like the ones that breathe like an 8-year-old chugging a Diet Coke. It's not my favorite breed of dog, personally. I work with this dog named Plinko that I really like. He's a golden retriever, very cute, but he has this bad habit where he likes to eat his own poop. Yeah, which isn't like uncommon for dogs, but the way Plinko does it really bothers me because he'll just take the most massive shit you've ever seen and then not a second later just turns a full 180 and eats that up. And I'm like, Plinko, like, you're gonna burn your mouth. You know, slow down here, okay? It's hot. Here, let me... It's still a little hot. I'm gonna put it in the fridge for a little bit, bring it back out in a pop cup. It'll be fun. I like working with the dogs. One thing I didn't know before working with dogs, that you guys might not know, is that all dogs hump. You guys know this? Like, obviously, the boy dogs hump, but girl dogs hump too. And they don't give a shit, okay? They'll hump whatever, you know? Like, the other boy dogs will hump other boy dogs, and the girl dogs will hump other girl dogs, and they'll all hump me. The only difference is I let the girls finish. Because they don't get, okay, you can be mad about it, okay? The dogs like it. That's who I work for. But when they do, when they finish, I ring a bell. So that I can teach them Pavlov style to come on command. Listen guys, it's not bestiality if you're on bottom, okay? You can take it, you just can't give it. That's the rule. That's my rule. And my dad's rule. That's everybody's rule. I'm gonna end with this. This is a true story, which is why it's not very funny. But I was telling I was telling Elizabeth this the other night, and she told me that this story from my childhood means I'm gay. So I'm going to tell it to you guys, so you can help me decide whether this makes me gay or not. This was the story of the first time I tried on a condom.
Yes.
Okay, my dad is in the audience. No, that's why I don't. Yeah, it's whatever. It's the first time I tried on a condom. I was in Greece, pretty gay, I know already. Hear me out. It was a school band trip. Very gay, I know, but hear me out, okay? My friend bought a pack of condoms to use them, and I never tried one on before, so I asked if I could borrow one, and he said yes. So I took the condom and went back up to my hotel room where my roommate Jason was, and I said, Jason, would you be okay if I went into the bathroom, got myself aroused, put a condom on my penis, and then I just take it off? Would you be okay with that? And Jason said he was okay with that, but with the stipulation that I was not allowed to come. So I did just that. I went into the bathroom, got myself erect, put a condom on my penis, took it off. Then I came outside, and Jason said, how did it go in there? And I said, it went pretty good. And he said, did you come? And I said, no, per the stipulation. And then he blew me. So somewhere in there is the gay part. Allegedly. That doesn't make me gay, right? No.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Some of you just haven't been to Greece, I think. Okay, that's going to do it for me. For this.
All right, that concludes the doggy gay porn section of the show. Oh, it's been a pleasure knowing Farzana for about almost a year and a half or more, and I really appreciate everything they've done, as well as Corey and the staff here. So let's give it up for Farzana to do her comedy. Yes, it's a new career path for her.
No, my mom is gonna disown me, and you know this, Abdul. What? Yes, I know she already did, yes. I don't have half anyway. Okay, thank you guys so much for coming tonight, and thank you for staying, thank you for participating, laughing. Did you guys have a good time? It was a free show. We had a lot of good, great comedians and who performed, and I'm so glad everybody's here. I'm kind of a little scared because a lot of white people. Hey, you're not white. Where are you from? Nobody cares anyway. No one cares. So, yeah? What's going on? How many kids do you have?
Only
5 kids. What happened? How much drinking did you do?
a lot.
10 years of drinking. You okay?
No.
Your vagina okay?
No.
I knew that. Where are you ladies from? Down the road. Is this your first time here? No. Okay. What, are you married?
Yes.
Are you happy? Really? You guys exist. That's amazing. That's amazing. What are you guys? Are you guys single?
We're married.
Married. Congratulations. When did you guys get married?
60 years ago. Longer ago.
Oh my gosh, you guys don't look a day over 35. Maybe 34? No. Yeah, that's amazing. Give it up for these two who just got married 60 years ago. Okay. All right, okay, let's get started, right? So, okay. I have a question for the crowd. How many are drinking? No. Drinking? Okay, cheers to everybody drinking. Don't got, Rochelle, go and get some drinks. I don't know what you're doing. So questions, do you guys, when you go to the bathroom in a bar, do you guys feel generous when you take a shit? You do? Yes, do you feel generous? You know, you just took a big load of dump and then you're like, oh my God, there's a QR code to donate some money. No? No? Oh my God, that's so sad. First world problems. Okay, sounds good. All right. So, how many of you are married to really good looking men? And women, right? Yes? Yes? Okay. If Larry, if Amy was here, she would say yes too. I'm not stretching shit. She's in a choir, but anyway, so Larry's there, and I also have a very good looking husband. We call him, yes, yep, we call him GM around here. It's great man. It does not what it stands for. It stands for gay magnet. Why is that? Why is my husband such a gay magnet? You know, yeah, right? I know, it's a mystery, and no one knows. And so again, the ones that have like really good looking husbands, they go to saloon for the women, because then, you know, your man gets groped at, you're safe. You know, hey, let's turn the fucking table now, all right? You guys get groped while we feel absolutely safe. Yeah! Okay? Saloon and gay 90s, seriously. It's there, anyway. All right, you guys have kids, right? Okay, did they ever ask you a question of, why did you have me? Or why was I born, right? Okay, this time when your kids ask you, why was I born, and why did you have me? You say, God damn it, why'd you fucking win the race out of billions of fucking other sperms? It's your fucking fault you're here. It's there. Come on now. Shit. Get it together. You won the fucking race, here you are. Now you're asking me, I don't know. I was having fun. Give me a break. How many of you get high? How many of you look at a sloth when you get high? Yeah, exactly. They're all fucking high, all day long. I don't know what they eat. We need to find out what the fuck they eat. We need to go for it. We need to find out, and we're gonna get it so we can get high all the time. They move like so slow. Let's do that. We're moving way too fucking fast. Oh my God. Let's do it. Find out what they eat. Let's do it. I think they do a lot of shrooms maybe. I don't know.